What's up guys, Visual here, but you can call me James, and welcome to GFX podcast episode 2, where I'm going to be discussing how you can actually deal with bad clients as a graphic designer. So I know from past experiences, I've had a lot of these bad clients. I don't know about you guys, but if you've had clients in the past, then you've definitely had one or two bad clients for sure. If you don't know what I'm classing as a bad client, I'm going to say first of all someone that is rude. So when you're messaging them, they're just blatantly rude to you, they're disrespecting you as a designer. Someone that's also impatient, so they request for a banner and then in 10 minutes they keep asking you for updates. Also someone that has poor communication, so basically someone that says to you, oh, I want a Fortnite banner, you make the banner and then they say, oh, I want a COD banner. These people do make up a bad client overall, and as I said in this podcast, I'm going to be talking about how to actually deal with these kinds of people, and this is going to overall improve your client experience if you do go ahead and follow them. But first of all, I just want to say, guys, can you put in the comments down below whether you want to see gameplay and also maybe a speed art in the background of these podcasts? I know a lot of you do say you want that, so let me know in the comments if you do, and I'll be sure to add that in GFX podcast episode 3. And also give me ideas for the episode 3, what you guys want to see. Maybe there's a certain topic you want me to cover, and I will be sure to do that. But anyways, kicking this off, as I said, I've got 3 tips, so I've got them noted down and I'm going to go through these in as much detail as possible and also make sure that I don't ramble on. So kicking things off, we're going to talk about payments. Now, chances are if you do have a bad client, they're more than likely going to ask if they can pay once the design is finished. Now, in order to prevent this, make sure you tell your clients at the start that you either do payment upfront or you do 50% at the start and 50% at the end. I more than likely always do payment up front unless they are a big YouTuber or something, then I can trust them and I will do 50% at the start and 50 at the end. But more than likely, as I said, do payment up front, because that way you're at least getting compensated for your work if the client does mess you about, and in the end, like say they're really rude to you or whatever, at least you've got that money and you've been compensated for your design. Also, if you let yourself be paid at the end, then you're in a bad position because there's nothing you can really do. Say for example, you send the work over, even with a watermark, the client might say to you, actually, I don't want the design anymore, and then you've wasted your time, which is even more valuable than money. So make sure you always do payment up front. I stress that to every single designer, and it's just going to save you from getting bad clients if you tell them that at the very start of the messaging process. Okay, so second of all, I want to say don't accept all clients. Now this is the second tip. You don't want to accept every single client you get, even if it's just for like £10 and they say to you, oh, I'll pay you once the design is done. No, there's no point you even doing that. You're wasting your time. As I said, if you do the design and they don't pay you, then you've wasted your time basically, so you don't want to do that. If the client is requesting work which you're not capable of doing as well, then don't accept the client, because there's no point you trying to do a design that you can't do, because that's just going to result in, I don't know, probably even an argument with the client. And also, if the client is straight away rude to you when you're messaging each other, don't accept them. As I said, you don't have to accept all clients just for the case of like an extra £10–20. It's really not worth it. Instead, you can actually spend your time branding yourself, getting more clients overall, and hopefully getting better clients, because that's what everyone wants, hey? Okay, so the third tip we have is staying professional when you're messaging bad clients. So say for example, you've got a client, he's really rude to you, he's being impatient, whatever. Don't be rude back, just make sure to stay positive and professional, because if you're rude back, then you're going to be ruining your reputation. I don't know, maybe they screenshot your reply back, they put it on Twitter. It's literally not going to work out for you. So stay professional, pretend you're like a customer service of a brand. You want to be professional when you're messaging the client, and that way it's just going to be a whole lot easier, because otherwise you're going to have an argument with them. So make sure to, as I said, be professional, but stick up for yourself at the same time, because if a client does complain about, say for example, your prices, explain to them why you charge that amount. If they say, oh no, I'm not paying £50 for a Twitch revamp, explain to them why. Don't just like block them. explain why you charge that amount, and hopefully that will help deal with that bad client. These are the 3 tips that I do have and I do follow by, so hopefully they do help you guys as well. If you've had any really bad experiences with clients before, put them in the comments down below. Maybe I'll leave one of mine in the comments as well, because I have a lot of bad experiences with clients. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this podcast, as always, make sure to leave a like. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that long, so I do apologize, but if you guys want to give me any more topics you want me to talk about in the comments, then I will be sure to do that for the GFX podcast episode 3. But anyways, as I said, hopefully you did enjoy. This has been Visual or James, and I'm out. Peace.